We are just 17 miles north of Mexico, where the Budweiser blimp looks down upon a beautiful area known as Mission Bay, San Diego. This is the area where ski boarding, our next competition, found its origins. Well, who is this guy? This is me in 1984. I have absolutely no idea where they got this footage. They must have raided the Skurfer archives. But look at the board. Absolutely no foot straps. It's a little bit hard to do front rolls to revert with no foot straps.
Where's the air railing, Tony?
Hey, I'll tell you, old Skurfers never die. They just can't do air railies. But now this is 1985, and the boards have improved a little bit. Oh, nice off the wakes, Tony. Well, I should tell you that my partner is the founder of ski boarding, and we're going to take a look back where he whittled his first board. This is actually the beach bungalow where I first made Skurfers by hand in the house. And here's the actual first board. Looks pretty archaic by today's standards. Then the America's Cup was won by Australia 2 with its wing kill fin, and I put that on a Skurfer. Here's the Skurfer Rage, but boy, the sport has certainly come a long way since then. We're back in Mission Bay. Eric Perez, the two-time world champion, final preparations for Phase 1, the compulsories. What about the rules, Tony? In the ski board compulsories, the riders get two 25-second passes where they can complete 6 of their best maneuvers. Each trick has a predetermined point value, and it's based on judges' evaluation. Our first look at a newcomer in the field, Pat McElhaney, 6'2", 29 years of age from Texas. Tony, is it disadvantage to be 6'2" on a ski board? It is a slight disadvantage, but Pat McElhaney proves that snowboarders can adapt well to ski boarding. Nice couple of maneuvers to start it off. A revert landing there on the 180. Nice off the wake for Pat McElhaney. Bam, with the twister maneuver. Oh, and a helicopter. Pat McElhaney looks pretty good out there. This is his first competition. A bunny hop, 360, finishes off a good run for Pat McElhaney. Next down on the water, Russell Gay, 5'8", 23 years of age. One of the Southerners in the field, and one of the guys that can do an air railing. That's right, but he stops off with a radical backside roll. A hand-pass helicopter. Now 180. Here comes a surface 360. He pulls it off, no problem. Frontside twister, Russell Gay really improved. And a nice backside twister. Oh, but he loses the handle, but still a good run for Russell. Well, we just saw Eric Perez on the waves of Southern California. Let's see how he handles the wake of the Sea-Doo on Mission Bay, the two-time world champ. Starts off with the aerial 180, riding backwards. He wraps for Perez, the maneuver he invented. Pulls that off nicely, even on this rough water. A helicopter barely makes it over the wake. Oh, a nice method for Air Perez. These compulsories can be tough in this rough water. He pumps a bunny hop 360, now riding revert with the 180. A nice transitional maneuver, and really a good overall run for Air Perez. That run, combined with his earlier pass, gives him a solid lead. Perez seemingly revived by the salt water. Now, even though you don't see Dave Reinhardt's name in the top 5, he is not one to be counted out. Let's meet Dave, the dog Reinhardt. He's a 4-time Pro Tour freestyle jumping champion. His barefoot skills have led to a part in a James Bond movie, License to Kill. And now the dog has added kneeboarding to his repertoire.
The water skiing, everything's done from the legs down. In kneeboarding, you don't have your legs. Everything's done from, waist up. And I'm lost. I have not learned to develop the skill to ride a kneeboard.
But skiboarding's been a different story. It's been kinder to Dave, and we think he's the most improved skier on tour.
In skiboarding, I've never won. So there's a great challenge there for me to win. I have a challenge. I have a goal that I'd like to reach. I'd like to be better at it.
And if he can bring both his kneeboarding and skiboarding up to the level of his freestyle and barefooting, he will definitely stake his claim as the most well-rounded water skier in the world. Dave told us earlier that he wants second place. It'll take an incredible effort. We'll have to wait to see if he can pull it out in a moment when we return with skiboarding next. Welcome back to beautiful San Diego, where we're set for Phase 2 freestyle. How about the rules, Tony? In the freestyle pass, the riders get 2 25-second runs where they are to perform their 5 best maneuvers. Each trick has a predetermined point value, and the score is also based on judges' evaluation. The leader after the compulsories, the flying Hawaiian Eric Perez, likes the saltwater conditions. Starts off with a nice helicopter. Comes up for a backside roll. He nails it. And a frontside roll. Eric Perez looking good here in San Diego. And a backside roll to revert, and he holds on. A good, solid performance for Eric Perez. The two-time world champion skiing very well with his father, Manny, cheering him on. Eric enters his second pass with victory in mind. Starts off with the Perez. Oh, a trick he invented. He blows it on his first trick. Manny and Eric must both be dejected after that fall. Perez, seemingly on track to his first victory, gets caught up in Mission Bay. He's down with Tony Finn dockside.
You were first after the compulsories. What happened on your second pass there?
The second pass on my freestyle, I was just babying it a little too much. I felt a little chop, and I wasn't as aggressive as I should have been. I should have just gone out there and gone for it. I was just babying a little bit, so, you know, my loss, but we'll catch up.
Well, this is the moment for Dave the Dog Reinhardt, 6th after the compulsories. He's got to come up with everything. Starts off with a helicopter, a nice one for Dave. He's wrapping now for an additional helicopter. He nails that one too. Starts off with 2 nice helicopters. And a flip, a nice looking flip for Dave Reinhardt. And another roll. He's going to be down. No, he's up. He holds on. A normal human being would not have been able to do that. And ends it with a fall, but still, what a dramatic performance for Dave on his first run. Crowd going crazy about Reinhardt's couple of additional flips. This is his second pass. Starts off to 180, flips the board back to front. A method air, a snowboarding trick. Dave expanding his repertoire, and a twister. Dave is really looking smooth out there in these rough water conditions. Pops the flip. He holds on. Doesn't have the style of the Perez, but he's got the tricks. Another front roll. I cannot believe he's actually holding on to the rope. He's got one more trick left. A front flip. Oh, my goodness. Dave the Dog Reinhardt. What a tremendous run. He's shaking his head in disbelief. Dave, just a fighter, scrapper, shrapulating and shredding, trying to hold on. Tony's down to the docks with Reinhardt.
Dave, that was unbelievable. How did you hold on?
Oh, well, from all the barefooting that I do, I have the knack of being able to tumble up after some of my falls. So fortunately, I was able to tumble up and continue with my run.
Well, who knows what we'll expect from Darren Shapiro, but it'll be ballistic. The Scud in 5th place after the compulsories. He's going to have to put together another awesome run. And he starts off with huge airs on his flip. Tremendous velocity. This is the man who has won our first 2 tour stops, Orlando and South Carolina, with just getting huge air. He lands revert right there. A roll to revert. And another roll to revert. Terrific run for Darren Shapiro, the Scud, coming back. Shapiro has fired it up again. After an early fall in the compulsories, he's sailing closer and closer to the lead. Here comes the second pass. Starts with a huge air railing. Nice transitional maneuver. Coming back for another air railing. He's got the composure of a seasoned veteran. Unbelievable if he can complete this pass. A front flip. He lands it. A man who likes to do a lot of weightlifting in the off-season, starting to really pay off. And an air front, a flip without a wake. A phenomenal performance, once again, for Darren Shapiro. Check out the lift. He gets off the wake and holds that board up there for a huge air railing. The man is so powerful and agile. He's like a cat in the air. Anytime Shapiro hits the water, it's launch time. Our winner for the 3rd stop in a row, Darren the Scud Shapiro, down on the dock with Tony.
You fell in the compulsories, but an unbelievable recovery.
Yeah, that didn't really worry me. I felt very confident to do well in this event.
Unbelievable air railing.
Thank you. A little windy, but I just went as hard as I could.
How are you reacting to this salt water?
A little more buoyant. The water's a little harder, but it's a little faster, and I like that.
3 victories in a row for Darren the Scud Shapiro. And Dave Reinhardt, well, he won his second position, and he fought like a dog for it all the way. Eric Perez in third. We end the third round of Bud Neon skiboarding with Mission Bay gobbling up a few of the boarders and sending them swimming. Tony, very different conditions, a little different results.
Yeah, that's right. The salt water makes the boards bounce a little bit differently, and also the wind was howling, and it was carrying the boards for a ride. However, Jonathan McDonald, very smooth performance in kneeboarding, and he came out on top.
And skiboarding, Shapiro went down early, but then he came back.
The Scud is awesome. I mean, I don't care if it's rain, sleet, snow, whatever. Those air railies are awesome. He could do them in any condition, and those front rolls to revert, out of this world.
Join us for the fourth round of Bud Neon skiboarding in Des Plaines, Illinois, and Lake Opeka. For now, so long from Southern California.